Creating space and having a special space of my own has been as simple as this recently. My favourite armchair, putting on my favourite music, and by the way, this has been really interesting. I've already gone back to the day, listening to a lot of Enya at the moment, mum's favourites. Favourite armchair, favourite music, lighting some incense, lighting a candle, maybe doing some journaling, maybe just looking on Instagram. But I've created this little space for myself, which doesn't require any redecoration, doesn't require lots of furniture to move, but it's just mine. And in the mornings especially, it feels so sacred, and I may as well be in a cathedral because it feels like it gives me such an expansive feeling. It feels like it really does give me that space that I require. Hey, it's Lucy Sheridan, the Comparison Coach. Hope you're doing really well today. I'm so excited to share with you this video because in it are some tips and techniques that I have really found so nourishing recently. And as always, if it works for me, I'd love to share it with you. So here we go. I want to talk about today about having a special space for yourself. I don't mean necessarily kind of redecorating the spare room, covering it with posters of your favourite pop stars, and buying yourself loads of luxury kind of furniture, although by the way, that sounds amazing. But what I've really noticed is in the buzz of life, when it comes to city living, when it comes to the fact that many of us that are kind of getting on our way are having to live with our parents again, or flat share, or be kind of like, in the married parts of our, married chapter of our lives too, when we're sharing our space too. Lots of this is happening in flats and small spaces. We are living very busy lives. And that can feel a little bit overwhelming, can't it? It can sometimes feel like no matter how beautiful the view out the window, that the walls are caving in a little bit or coming in a little bit. That's something that I've really related to recently. I've been craving more space to the point actually where I've changed my word of the year from expansive, which I thought it was, to be space, which I know that it is. I'm really craving and looking for more space in all ways. Space to make decisions, space to think about and do my best work, space to put my clothes, which is like living in a beautiful but not huge flat in Brighton. Would be a massive bonus right now. Space to think, space to really connect. It's like space is really important to me right now. And it's felt sometimes that like I've just had no space. Like, the kitchen feels immediately like it's a mess. My bedroom immediately kind of looks like a 16-year-old's been living in there for 3 weeks, even though I just did one round of laundry. I find it difficult to create space. However, I know now how important it is for me. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling like you have no space or no time, if you're feeling like there isn't just that capacity for you to push back the world for a bit and just create that feeling of calm that comes with space, I want to share with you some ideas about how you can do that. You do not have to, like I say, redecorate the spare room if you've even got one, and then make this like a meditation space and paint it all white. Although, however, if you do have a spare room just sitting there unused, think about how you can use that space for you. Creating space and having a special space of my own has been as simple as this recently. My favourite armchair, putting on my favourite music, and by the way, this has been really interesting. I've already gone back to the day, listening to a lot of Enya at the moment, mum's favourites. Favourite armchair, favourite music, lighting some incense, lighting a candle, maybe doing some journaling, maybe just looking on Instagram. But I've created this little space for myself, which doesn't require any redecoration, doesn't require lots of furniture to move, but it's just mine. And in the mornings especially, it feels so sacred, and I may as well be in a cathedral because it feels like it gives me such an expansive feeling. It feels like it really does give me that space that I require. So if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, you're feeling like there's nowhere to put stuff, or there's just nowhere to move things, or nowhere for you to be, get innovative around it. It doesn't have to be like, I say, like Pinterest style redecoration, or like really claiming massive amounts of floor plan wherever you live. You can create a space with these simple tools and techniques that wherever you are, you feel that stillness and you feel that expansion. Give it a try. I know life's really busy, but anything we can do to support ourselves in this way, I'm a massive fan of. Give it a try.